All right, how is everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. I'm actually in, where am I? Honolulu, Hawaii. I would do some videos outside, but it's extremely windy. I can kind of give you an idea what it looks like right through there. There you go. Anyways, what I want to do a video today on is, sorry about the music, but Hawaii music's awesome. What I want to talk about today is if you first start working out in a gym, mainly with weights, I think you need to start paying attention and learn to look inside the mirrors. And what I think a lot of people, or what happens to a lot of people when they first join a gym is they don't like the way they look, they don't like the type of shape they're in, and they don't look in the mirror, right? They get almost disgusted, I don't know why, they get aggravated, but I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing you really have to start learning how to do is, one is loving your body, two is studying your results. A lot of people don't realize how when they're working out over the years, or even months, that by looking in the mirror, you can start seeing the improvements. And I'm not talking about girls looking on their asses or guys that are obsessed with their bodies or posing all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're doing exercises, for instance, and working out. One is you want to make sure you're doing them correctly, right? That's one thing. Number two is you, again, I call it Michelangeloing, and that is sculpting your body. So you need to really learn how to sculpt your body into what you want. Results-wise, you have to put your mind in the muscle. And how you're going to do that is, one is by learning how to do exercises correctly. And the only way a lot of times you're going to realize you're doing them correctly is by watching yourself. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Because I see people all the time working out and they're not doing the movements correctly. Sometimes they're almost on the verge of hurting themselves because they don't know what they're doing, especially when they're doing certain movements. Now, when you're doing certain exercises that you have no mirror, I get it. But if you have the opportunity to use a mirror, say for instance, when you're doing biceps, triceps, even chest, or anytime you have that opportunity to use a mirror, use it. Right? And here's something too, watch as many videos as you can. Now it's better than ever. When I grew up, I had to look at magazines. I didn't even know most of the time how to do a lot of these movements unless I saw a movie like with Arnold and Franco Columbu on pumping iron, or sometimes on ESPN, I would sometimes see guys working out, but now they will show you how to do things correctly. They've done so many studies so you don't hurt yourself. But again, you have to watch yourself in the mirror to make sure you're doing them right. A lot of times people watch videos and then they go do it and they don't realize what they're doing is nothing like what they saw. So you really have to pay attention to that, okay? Don't be ashamed of yourself. Also, in the mirror, in the restroom, locker rooms, or whatever, take a look at your body every day. You want to start seeing the results because a lot of times people they're not getting the results they want because they're not looking at the body part that they're kind of working. You got to kind of put the mind in the muscle and focus in on what you're working at. And a lot of guys, I get it with your arms, you're always kind of looking at your biceps, triceps, your chest. You want to make sure you're looking at your entire body. If you're overweight, for instance, I get it. Don't get to the point where you're constantly just looking at your stomach and beating yourself up emotionally, okay, and saying, Jesus Christ, I'm a fat ass, I'm never losing this weight. It takes time, my friend. It may take you months, may take you years. No one's on the same schedule. So do not be afraid of the mirror, is basically what I'm saying. Use the mirror to your advantage. It's your friend also. That's who you are. You can hide, avoid everybody in life. You are not escaping your own body, okay? So if you want to improve on it, learn to start accepting it for what it is now. And if you want to change it or evolve, get in better shape, whatever the case may be, start using mirrors, all right? I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, you could check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show, WTF Are You Talking About? I'm also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, all right? Here's some mirrors behind me right there. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Take care, and if you're traveling, safe travels.